Good morning once again. You're welcome to another class. It's a great moment having you again. This morning, we'll be talking about base, bases rather. At the previous class, we have talked about acid. So you need to understand acid very well before you can understand base. Because what we want to talk about is just word and opposites. Are we together? If you remember, we said acids are substances that will produce hydrogen ion as the only positive ion when dissolved in what? When dissolved in water. So today we're looking at base, and our lesson objectives are: at the end of the lesson, you should be able to define the term base, differentiate between types of bases, you should be able to describe the alkali, differentiate between strong and weak bases. So what is a base? Now, a base is a substance. Can you see? A substance which will neutralize what? Acid. It's going to neutralize acid to give us what? To yield salt and water only. That's a base. A substance which what? Which will neutralize acid to yield salt and water is base. So it means that a base is what? A substance that can accept what? Proton. That can accept proton. Proton. Remember. Proton. H plus. Hydrogen ion. So it must be able to accept hydrogen ion, the proton that is what? That is coming from the acid. Do you get it now? That's why we're saying a base is a proton acceptor. It must be ready to accept hydrogen ion that is coming from the acid. Are we clear now? So a base is a proton acceptor. So a base is a substance that can accept a proton. So a base is a substance which will neutralize an acid to yield salt and water only. Is that clear now? Let's move on. Examples of bases are the metallic oxides, the metallic hydroxides, the metallic carbonates, the metallic hydrogen carbonates are all examples of what? They are all examples of base. So we look at types of bases. You see, we have insoluble bases. We're talking about those bases that cannot dissolve in water. They cannot dissolve in water. We have a soluble bases, those ones that can dissolve in water. Now, what I want you to note here is that bases that can dissolve in water are called alkali. Do you get it now? So we have insoluble bases, we have soluble bases. Insoluble bases are those ones that cannot dissolve in water. Why soluble bases are those ones that can dissolve in water? So those ones that can dissolve in water, you know something? If a base can dissolve in water, it is called alkali. Is that clear now? It is called what? It is called alkali. You get it now? So what are we saying? Look at it now. Let us take for example now copper oxide. Now copper oxide is a base. It's a metallic oxide. Copper oxide is a base. And why is it a base? Because it's going to react with acid and it's going to give what? It's going to neutralize the acid, giving us salt and water. You understand me now? But it is not an alkali. Do you guys know? Copper oxide is not an alkali, and that is because it is what? Insoluble what? Insoluble base. It will not dissolve in water.